1988年度センター本試験英語第7問総文字数306文字を読んでいきます。My husband hasn't stopped laughing about the funny thing that happened to me. It's funny now, but it wasn't at the time. Last Friday, after doing all the family shopping in town, I wanted a rest before catching the train, so I bought a newspaper and some chocolate and went into the station coffee shop, that cheap self-service place with long tables to sit at. I put my heavy bag down on the floor, put the newspaper and chocolate on the table to give a place, and went to get a cup of coffee. When I came back with the coffee, there was someone in the next seat. It was one of those wild-looking youngsters with dark glasses and torn clothes and hair colored bright red at the front. Not so unusual these days. What did surprise me was that he'd started to eat my chocolate. Naturally, I was annoyed. However, to avoid the trouble, and really I was rather uneasy about him, I just looked down at the front page of the newspaper, tasted my coffee, and took a bit of chocolate. The boy looked at me closely. Then he took a second piece of my chocolate. I could hardly believe it. Still, I didn't dare to start an argument. When he took a third piece, I felt more angry than uneasy. I thought, well, I shall have the last piece. Then I got it. The boy gave me a strange look, then stood up. As he left, he shouted out, "This woman's crazy." Everyone stared. That was embarrassing enough, but it was worse when I finished my coffee and got ready to leave. My face went red as his hair, when I realized I'd made a mistake. It wasn't my chocolate that he had been taking. There was mine, unopened, just under my newspaper. 英文を読むときに主語、動詞、目的語、保護を意識しましょう。SV は S は V する。SVC は S イコール C。SVO は S は V する O。SVO1、O2 は S は V する O1 に O2 を。SVOC は S は V する O イコール C にというパターンになります。では実際の英文を見てみましょう。Birds fly in the sky. I am Ken. I love it. I gave him the book. The news made him happy. 英文はすべて先頭に主語、2番目に動詞が来るのが基本になります。その後ろが何もないのか、目的語 O があるのか、保護 C が来るのかということを考えればいいわけです。Birds は fly する、鳥は飛ぶ。In the sky は場所を表しているおまけの言葉と考えましょう。I am Ken 私イコール Ken。 I love it 私は愛するそれを。 I gave him the book 私はあげた 彼に本を。The news made him happy. そのニュースはさせた彼イコールハッピーに。このことを考えながら英文を読んでいきましょう。英文を読みながら理解できるようにゆっくり音読でトライしてみましょう。ではいきます。My husband hasn't stopped laughing about funny thing that happened to me. It's funny now, but it wasn't at the time. Last Friday, after doing all the family shopping in town, I wanted a rest before catching the train. So I bought a newspaper and some chocolate and went into the station coffee shop, that cheap self-service place with long tables to sit at. I put my heavy bag down on the floor, put the newspaper and chocolate on the table to keep a place, and went to get a cup of coffee. When I came back with coffee, there was someone in the next seat. It was one of those wild-looking youngsters with the glasses and torn clothes and hair colored bright red at the front. Not so unusual these days. What did surprise me was that he had started to eat my chocolate. Naturally, I was annoyed. However, to avoid trouble, and really I was rather uneasy about him. I just looked down at the front page of the newspaper, tasted my coffee, and took a bit of chocolate. The boy looked at me closely. Then he took a second piece of my chocolate. I couldn't hardly believe it. Still, I didn't dare to start an argument. When he took a third piece, I felt more angry than uneasy. I thought, well, I should have the last piece, and I got it. The boy gave me a strange look and then stood up. As he left, he shouted out, "This woman is crazy." Everyone stared. That was embarrassing enough, but it was worse when I finished my coffee and got ready to leave. My face went red as his hair. When I realized I'd made a mistake, it wasn't my chocolate that he had been taking. There was mine, unopened, just under my newspaper.